Tomorrow we're going to have a special guest out here on the channel. We're going to fix my road. We're going to turn this muddy mess into a beautiful road that's durable and built to last if we don't get rained out. We're going to fix the bad spots, put some rock on it, maybe even make a real road out of it. In the last few years, my access road on this property has taken a big beating in winter storms. We only have a 3-day window to get this road fixed before the rains come later this week. He'll bring his excavator out here, which will be a great tool for most of this. But up here, I have this short, steep spot. When we have a foot of sloppy, wet snow up here, when I'm coming up the hill, I get to this point and my rear end just slides over here and I get stuck. Have to get the shovel and get myself out. The grade on the rest of the road is good, but this steep spot is the problem spot. But it's just a short, steep spot. Right before it flattens out up here and actually dips down a little bit. What I want to do is start back here, knock the top of this down, lower this, lower the whole top of this down while sloping it down gently. Then we'll put the fill down there, fill up the bottom to make a nice gentle slope the whole way. The top of this hill is going to come off and go down there, which would be a lot of digging for his Kubota 40 excavator. To take care of that job, I brought this thing down from up there where I've had it parked for a while. We'll get this thing greased up before it gets dark, so it'll be ready to go in the morning. Yeah, I'm still using a manual grease gun. I'm going to tighten up this track just a little bit. I had the camera all set up here so you could watch the track raise up a little bit as I tightened it, but somebody may have forgot to turn the camera on a little bit. So we won't be watching that. I would show you on the other one, but the other track is fine. We'll leave that one alone. I think it's ready to push dirt. If it isn't raining in the morning, we'll come down here and start playing in the dirt. Okay, it is now tomorrow. It's been raining all night. It's still raining a little bit, but we're going to see what we can do. Something's coming up the road. Why, that looks like Jeramy Reber from the popular YouTube channel, Jeramy Reber Pure Dirt. We didn't say our howdy-doos on camera. It's supposed to stop raining in an hour or two, and we have 3 days to get this job done, get rock on the road before the next rain. So we went straight to work. Now we're going to do some things we can do while it's still raining. We'll start out by draining the water out of these puddles, so later when he starts pushing dirt around in here, he won't be making more mud. It's expensive to haul rock all the way out here. I don't want to put a whole bunch of money into rock, then have it just sink into the mud and make another muddy mess. I want to build a solid base, so this will last a long time. This is not the best time of the year to be doing this here, but that's the way it just worked out. I'm having a problem trying to get good video of what he's doing because every time I get the camera set up, he moves on to something else before I can get the camera set up over there. Jeramy's are fast. I'm probably going to have to do a lot of voiceover on this video because there's no way I'm going to be able to keep up with him getting video and doing voice at the same time. We're just now getting into our rainy season. We've had a few rains, the surface is wet, but we haven't had enough rain yet to make the ground much below the surface too wet yet. Or so we are hoping. I'm taking a big risk doing this now. I have 1,400 feet of road we need to rebuild and get rock on before the rains come later this week. Because after we start, if we don't get the whole thing rocked before it starts to rain on that fresh soil, I may have to find another place to spend the winter because I might not make it back up here. The next thing we can do while it's still wet is install this culvert. Before we install the culvert, we need to take the culvert where the culvert needs to be. It took me a little while to find the hook on his bucket to attach the chain. Turns out it was right there all along, right out in the open, which happened to be the last place I looked. These may look like they're in rough shape. That's because They look like they're in rough shape. One opening's a little bent out of shape. That can be straightened out. Somebody cut one end off of it crooked. It just looks jagged, but they're solid and they'll last a long time. This culvert is going to allow the water that comes down this gully to go under the road instead of over the top of the road. Here's a shot of it going over the road last winter. Water going through a culvert under the road is good. Water going on top of the road is not good.
We're gonna dig a hole.
I don't think I could have said it better myself. We're gonna dig a hole because a culvert needs a hole. Now, when I say we're going to dig a hole, what I really mean is Jeramy's going to dig a hole while I stand around and watch, playing around with my video cameras.
Kaboing.
Kaboing is one step higher than boing, isn't it?
Boing, pretty much, yeah. Normally have help.
This is what it's like to have four arms.
I know.
The ratchet wrench never breaks. It just becomes a wrench.
It just becomes a wrench.
Going the wrong way.
Oh, it's going the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I'm just making it worse.
You're just fighting against steel.
I am. It did quit raining though.
It did quit raining. There's that.
See, wrenches have more than one tool. They're a pry bar also.
Oh yeah.
And if they're big enough, they're a hammer too. Oh no. Where'd my wrench go?
I have it.
Oh, you have it.
That's the problem with having multiple arms, is some of the arms take things without you knowing them.
I know.
I mean, more than two arms. If you didn't have that magic tool, I would say forget the washers.
At least the bear didn't do it this time.
This time.
This time.
Hopefully we bury this deep so the bears can't get it. While digging the drainage ditch, he found some good solid material. The soil on top is wet and getting muddy, but the material underneath is still dusty. He can use this material to build up the road. Using the dirt to push out the water so he doesn't mix the good dry material with water and make mud. Huh, a hole under the road so the water can go under the road instead of over the road or down the road and wash the road out. What a concept. Getting to the end of this stretch, he hit some really hard rock. Right on the hill I need to knock down with a cat. Hopefully there won't be any of that hard rock where I'll be pushing. He's cleaning up the end of this grade, so I'll have a good starting point to knock that hill off. While I was doing that, Jeremy came back to this first stretch of road he drained, and got it ready for our first load of rock that should be here first thing in the morning. I didn't get very good video footage running the Cat because I was too busy running the Cat. But I think I got this hill knocked down to a pretty good grade. Fortunately, Jeremy was there to clean up my chicken scratch. That turned out pretty nice. Good thing we had Jeremy here to clean up my chicken scratch. Every segment of road here has a little something different it needs. I'm just really appreciating how everything flows together. The ditches all tie together, the road's crowned, the grade is nice and smooth. The transitions between slopes, corners, ditches, they're all seamless. I have an appreciation for people who are highly skilled in their craft. Doesn't matter what they do, whether it be a road builder, a carpenter, a chef, someone who makes clothing, a tailor, a nurse. What I'm looking at right here is the years, the decades of him perfecting his craft. And he's fast. Jeremy's are fast. I don't know if you can tell on camera just how flat this grade is. Not level, it's sloped down the whole way, but the whole way it's sloped in a flat plane. Well, flat going that way, but crowned, camera's over there, not over there, crowned so the water will go off, but it can also, well, we don't want it going that way, but it could if it wanted, instead of puddling in the middle of the road. I'll put you down low so maybe you can see how flat and nearly perfect that plane is. If we take a look at what he's done here, the way the road used to be, the road was the low spot. It had two high spots on both sides. There was nowhere for the water to go except in the road. That's what destroyed the road. The road was built long before I ever had the place. When they built it, I don't think they had long-term all-weather use in mind. They probably just needed to get in here, get some logs out, and that's all they needed. Then when I started using it in wet weather, as one might expect, it failed. He took what used to be a high spot over here, turned it into a low spot, made a drainage ditch, took the good dry rocky material he took out of here, built up the road, he put a crown on it. So it's high in the middle, it goes this way and this way. From the middle it sloped down toward the ditch and sloped down toward the down over here where water can run off away from the road. It's the end of day one. Jeremy had to take off a little early today. I will put a link in the description to Jeremy's channel. It's Jeramy Reber Pure Dirt. He already has 4 videos out on this job before I even have my first one out. I told you Jeremy's are fast. On his channel you'll get a view from the cab along with him, maybe giving you more details of what he's doing. That way you can hear his side of the story. You've already heard my side of the story. You can cross-examine us, make sure we have our stories straight. Stay tuned for the next video where we'll be putting in rock. Hopefully we can get it all in before it rains.